Alrighty. What do you say we do some Revit? Welcome back. We got a lot to do today. I gotta figure out where to start. So that's always fun. Where do you say we get started? So I need to send a DWF to a client, so I'm making this guy real quick. And he's sending off. And if it sounds like I'm talking a little bit weird today, my tongue is swollen, so please bear with me. Hope everyone's doing well today. A little bit of a long break from streaming. Mostly so I can concentrate on getting work done. Ooh. There we go. Let's get that up there. sure we got what we need here. Like. Wow, that's a crappy resolution there. I don't know what's up with that. Sheet sizes are off. That is not acceptable. Sorry about that. Still working on it. I don't understand, is it still exporting or what's going on here? Gotta do my Okay, let's see if I can't maybe rearrange. Oh, I can't even open these. Hey. What has happened? I think the XPS viewer just can't sort those out right. I'm not sure how. I feel like this is loud. That seems a little bit better. Maybe I should also turn it down there. What do you think? Turn it down there too? Okay. It's still... I mean, it's just about pointless. That's an issue. Need to fix that. That roof is a cluster too. I have to fix all that. I think this is going to go away. And that's going to extend out. I think that's what's going to happen. I do like that though. That is a big honking beam right there. Like I need to fix that real quick. So let's fix it. Oh. Actually, I'll tell you what. Like this is head bumping height here. Does bringing this up solve some problems? Might. Let's see, a couple things. I'm not sure where those roof openings went. No. Not really sure why. So difficult to always find these blasted roof openings. No, I've got 3 of them. Nice. Oh, I've got 1. Let's see, where is it? Let's delete that one. That can be taken care of in a different way. Which one is this? Okay. I feel like that one should just be deleted as well. Yeah, I think we've not got our roof opening set up right. This is going to change in just a minute. It's kind of pointless what I'm doing here. What's up, Amanda? How's everything going? Feeling like something's a little bit weird about this. I'm doing alright. Been catching up on work and sleep and stressing out about things. So stream schedule's been a little bit off, but here we are, back in the driver's seat. Yes, I'm working on roofs so that stuff like this doesn't show up in the model. Yeah, roofs all over inside. Goodness. I don't know what that beam's about either. I'm trying to get rid of this roof right here, this roof line coming right through. And I need to set a wall up right here. I feel like there should be a window right there. Yeah, I feel like at one point there was a window right there. That is the front. There was a window there. My window's gone. And for some reason do what? Do what properly? I'm not sure exactly what you're saying I should do properly. Joist beams and roofing? I mean, defined properly, I guess. I mean, if they don't do it properly, then it's, I mean, properly really is by code, right? Or do you mean with those beams the way that I'm showing them right here? These are faux. This is not actual structure. If this were actually structure, it would be spaced out way further apart. We could do it with a truss. If we did truss, that would make it a little bit more efficient. But the problem is that the ceiling slope is not the same as the roof slope. So we could still do it as a truss, right? Do it as a scissor truss type thing. But you've got a lot more complicated framing going on up above here, so it's a little bit different. So I think this is the shape that I want cut out of that. Then one of these is going to go away. I've really got to start using toggle more. clean that up a little bit. I do like this beam coming across, but I'm not sure it's located in the right spot. Let's look at a reflected ceiling fan. Gonna mess that up. Or not. It's just all jacked up. I need I think it's just this roof right here that's messing us up. I don't see any reason why it should be projecting all the way in like that. For like maybe I hope I'm on the latest version. Alright, let's see what else I need. I don't think we need a beam right there. I think we just need a wall. And that wall needs to go up to the ceiling. As does that one. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And we've got to same with this one. I don't know why that is going that far into the So we have a little bit of a problem here. Not going to be able to run a beam straight across here with that window being there. I need to support something. I need to put something there to support a wall of this. Not even sure why the wall that I put in there would have been removed to begin with. Well, I guess we could do a header with a beam. That starts to get really weak right there. Maybe I will. We'll see. I'd really like this wall to come straight across. It's the cleanest from a design standpoint, and it makes sense with the sentry wall just going straight across as opposed to boxing out around that. So let's do this. And what is this height? 9 foot. Base height 9. Let's go to the 12-foot plate, and then what we're going to do here is reset that profile real quick. Oh my god. Somehow, after opening a business, I've started getting more junk mail than I think any person can physically possibly get. It is rather ridiculous. Whatever. I think that's going to be a better solution there. It's going to be a little awkward with that being over the window. Maybe that window needs to go away. Does that window add anything? It really doesn't. I think that window goes away. Is that wall supposed to be... That wall's not in the right spot. I did that all for nothing. Wow, this website is horrific. This website is just absolutely horrific. Go away. Okay, so I just put this wall in, but I think the best thing to do is to move this wall in line with it. Question is moving that wall going to move everything else? Or is it going to fix everything else? Oh, it fixed everything. That's much cleaner. Let's Let's see how many wrong windows I can minimize. And then something has happened here, I guess. So part of the problem is that the person that's come in and redone these roofs has somehow made it to where they don't automatically adjust to the changes in the walls. Although that says it has a 1'6" overhang. That seems a lot deeper than 1'6". I don't know, I could be wrong about that. I don't know how some of this stuff gets off. See, these are all issues that I asked the intern to take care of. And I think it's just a matter of not understanding how the building is built. Alright, so what do we got? We got this right here. He's jacking us up. Go there. There's a bracket in here somewhere. I really think this needs to be more like 1 foot, 1'6". It may even need to be less than that. So this is south facing. So in the winter, we really want the light coming in. See that bracket's way back there? I don't know why that bracket's way back there. How much you want to bet that that is not centered? None of these things are centered. Question is it a sketch problem or is the whole thing just off? Looks like just the whole thing is off. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell since these are not at the right spot. I'm willing to bet they're not even the same distance apart from each other. Nope. No, I'm confused. Did that actually move? For now, I'll say yes. Now, screw it. Man, Reddit's really struggling today. I wonder what's going on. Okay. What does this look like from the inside now? Lots done on the game. Are you working on your game, or are you working on Project X? Yeah, I don't know if it's really a complex house, but I can see what you're saying. The dimensions don't really need to be accurate. It's just a matter of understanding how the building goes together. I mean, you could say that the dimensions... Oh my god. You could say that the dimensions need to be accurate, so that, you know, the ends meet, yes, but so much of that is automated now that it's actually unacceptable for that to happen anymore, for your measurements not to match up. But some people still insist that the old methods of doing things is the best way to do it, which is the reason that problems like that happen to begin with. Okay, that is there. Is there not a beam system here? There is a beam system, it's just not selectable. It's weird. Oh, that's right, your fighting game. I remember now. So you're still going to work on that, even though, oh my god, even though, what is it, Dragon Ball Z Fighter has been released? No fear, huh? Just gonna throw your game out in the ring. Hope you know I'm just messing with you. So, why? Why did that mess up? One beam is correct and all the others are backed up. That makes no sense. That's because that one's not on anything. The frustration here is that there's really no reason to modify things that that are causing this to happen. Why are reference planes turned off? Well, it's not the roof, it's the ceiling. So you see these reference planes here? So the ceiling is at a different slope than the roof. And part of the problem is that the way these beam systems work in this program is that you have to host them to a reference plane if you want them to slope. I can't host it to like the plane of this ceiling, but apparently I can. Oh my god. Edit boundary, nope, not what I want. Edit work plan, let's see if I can host it to the ceiling. Can. Why did I host it to a reference plane? I don't think I understand why I did that. Alright, so then I'm going to see if I can figure out how to crop. You know what, I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to put another one of these windows in. Man, it's just the things that are being modified just don't make sense to me. It's like 11 feet. Go top of the slab. 11 feet. Wow. Okay, maybe not 11 feet. Let's try 12'6". Perfect. Oh, geez. The things we do for perfection, I don't really understand. But we got it fixed. Okay, so I think that was everything right there that needed to be fixed. Let's look at some of this other stuff here. Oh, gee. Yeah, so I'm working on both the design documents for the client to review and also working on the construction documents, which the contractor will use to bid and price and construct the building. Oh, this is really frustrating. Well, didn't I just change it? Is it Monday? today's kind of acting like Monday. This wall are not going to the right height. Yeah. The time frame on this one's a little bit more relaxed because the client is still looking for financing on the construction. Oh, jeez. Really? Well, first of all, why is this not the same wall? So, Wednesday. No. It's a little bit more. It's probably we'll be looking at by the end of February, needing to be pretty much done with these. I'd like to be done quicker because when I get done, they pay me for it. For the rest of it, there's either 25 or 20% remaining to be invoiced for this project. So oh yeah, etched. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move this. Can I do that? Does that make sense? I want to move this in line with this wall here, but it doesn't seem. That'll work. That'll work for now. Two jobs as in like commission jobs, or you work two jobs? You know, I just realized that that there's a good chance that you're actually talking to Blady and not even hearing what I'm saying. So I have no idea because I don't have Blady's post. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. See, I don't know how other Watch Me workers do it, but I typically mute their streams unless I begin interacting with them. So I never know if people are listening to me or what. So, well, thank you for listening. Appreciate that. That's really cool though. The after school program called Right to Play, which I work with First Nation youths. So what are First Nation youths? Utes. You work with the Utes? Which is really cool, by the way. Sometime in... Oh man, when is that? There's something coming up that I'm doing that's it's called Build My Future, where we're going and doing a demonstration, technology demonstration for people who are in junior college in the construction industry. So, oh, that's cool. Which nation? Why did that do that? That makes no sense at all. Oh, we can fix it this way. When you say reserve, I'm assuming you mean this is Native American. Okay. Okay. So I live in Oklahoma. We have a lot of reserves around us and a lot of casinos. But I've not heard of this program. Not familiar with it anyway. That's really cool though. So do you you go and you help teach like computer skills and stuff? Or is it non-work related in terms of skill exchange, I guess? What is this? Gutter. I'm going to assume that I don't need it through the house there. Yeah, I'll look it up. Actually, I need to do some family research. I've been meaning to do some research on a family story involving some Cherokee bloodlines in my family. Attach that to there. So let's see. I'm not. See, I can't say that I am because it's never been confirmed. I like to think that I have a little bit in me. I've always felt a strong connection to the story and the culture, and ashamedly not as familiar with the history of the different tribes, but it is something that I've been needing to research for a long time. It is an unconfirmed family story. The name of the program is Right to Play. Okay. That is pretty cool. I might look more into this. That's something that we might be able to get involved in. No, we don't get free gas. That's funny. I wish I could get these to miner. I thought there used to be a way to get these. There we go. Oh yeah. Notch is what I'm looking for. Oh, like butter. Okay, I get it now. One of the things about this software is that they use different teams for different tools, and what that means is that sometimes there's a lot of inconsistency between how the tools work, even though they're similar in function. So spend a lot of time trying to figure out or remember the way one tool works versus another one. That's pretty cool. My wife spent, I guess, a year and a half, 2 years in school for video game design. She already had a degree, but she wanted to do video game design, and she was doing great in it, but they made her do college algebra, and she was like, I'm not taking college algebra again. Yikes. So she quit school because she didn't want to take college algebra again. Come on, Revit. There we go. Did it wrong. It's still wrong. There we go. Yep, I am serious, unfortunately. Alright. Pick the element to be notched. And pick the element doing the notching. Revit is really struggling today. What has changed? I wonder if I just need to do a reboot. Do that after lunch, I guess. Okay, so I've still got a hole right here. Remove notching. Select the element to remove notching. There we go. Okay. I actually really enjoyed math, but like most things I enjoyed, I wasn't particularly good at it. Ugh. I'll rephrase that. I wasn't good at math without references. If I had the right references, I could do math all day long. Is she? All right. What is this? I didn't want to be spending time on this today. So this one right here. Vertical. This is not going to work. All of a sudden, I've got all these roof problems. 4-paired streaming. No, I have not seen that yet. Not even sure how you would set that up. I'm assuming you have to schedule it. Alright, how to hide level lines. Interesting. Let's see. Let me finish this real quick, and then I think I could do a quick tutorial on that. I think what I really want to do is I want to find these lines right here. That goes away, and then I think it goes something like this. So close. I don't know. I guess it depends on the connection. I mean, we're all streaming, but I guess the problem is if you're streaming and receiving 3 different streams, technically, I guess you could pause your own stream. I feel like it's more of a benefit for a viewer than for a streamer. YouTube's really doing all the work, but it's the bandwidth of bringing everything in, I think. By the way, for the people actually watching the stream, I'm responding to people and watch me work. So, I just realized that I've been completely ignoring my stream chat. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so stupid AI, are you still there? I'm actually going to do a quick tutorial on the level lines real quick. I'm going to do it in a new project though. I'm confident enough that I won't screw this up. So let's go into some elevations. Actually just curious if maybe you left some levels. In this one, let's see, here. Nope. You purged the crap out of it. Okay. So, yeah, I will go ahead and save this. So I think what you're going to want to do is you're going to either make the level lines white or of the invisible line type, if you want to do it that way. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a quick level head like you've got, and I think you already have one. Yeah, you've got it right there. But the problem you're having is the level line, right? The one that goes straight across. And you're saying that what you're not able to do is get rid of the level line? There's no way to hide level lines. You're talking about the one that goes straight across. You do want this in, right? more I think about this, the more I'm not sure exactly what you, because this is from AutoCAD or MicroStation or ArchiCAD, I'm not sure. So here we've got these level lines here, and I think really the best way to do this is if you want this to be global, right? So we go into object styles, annotations, levels, trying to think here. Come on, Revit. This is not that difficult. All I did was... Thank you. Levels... If we turn them off, it turns the levels off completely. I've done this before, and I'm trying to remember what I did. Let's do this. It's not under project units. Line styles. Because it uses a certain line type. Right? Line weight, 1 color. So that's going to hide it on white paper. And of course you've got this issue with them coming through like this too. But of course the other option is always doing this, right? Where either by scope box or something you bring them all back to that point there. Right, you could make a line type with like a really long space, right? But I mean, I think if you're willing to do the initial setup, you can set up your views like this. And of course, so when I see, and I've had this discussion with other people before, and the question that I have is always, these are not levels, right? These are elevation markers. In which case, you know, this right here is exactly what you're looking for. So it's always a question of, I think, you know, do you really want this many levels in your project, right? Because levels are specific work planes, and do you want to have a top of handrails work plane? And I don't even know what this level is because it doesn't line up with anything. Maybe a window header. This one too doesn't seem to line up with anything. You know, this one's obvious, base of spire. You know, all these are a little bit more obvious, but some of these, when it just floats out in space, I don't really understand how you use it documentation-wise. And that's not a criticism on you. That's you know, a criticism of that standard. These make more sense, right? Like this right here. Makes perfect sense. But on that elevation, it just doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm going to undo all that. Okay, so I got rid of the roof that was in there. I think I just need to fan this all the way out and see where I've got roofs cutting through the ceilings. So this one, I'm not sure why you wouldn't bring this back to this point right here. Yeah, so I think if you're doing it individually in the individual views, that's probably the best way to do that. Alright, so we've got one more roof right here, two more roofs. Oh, piece of crap. Guess that's the other thing we need to check, is make sure that it's very frustrating. don't think I want to edit that. Though. So, if you're wondering why I was holding my phone up to my ear, in an effort to try to combat spam calls and robot calls, I've begun answering them but not saying anything. Because not answering seems to just make them call back more furiously than before. So, yeah. Read. Oh my god. Just need a break from my life. Need a break from this mouse. I mean, it's... There are so many things that are disappointing about this model. Excuse me. All right. This roof needs to be addressed. I'm not going to address it right now, but it needs to be addressed. Did I fix the roofs? Holy moly. How's it go? Fix one problem, find 100 more. Okay, that whole thing needs to go away. Roof opening cut. Edit sketch. Okay. We don't need any of this. Yeah. Wait. That's for the wrong roof. I'm pretty sure I got the right line here. Nope, I didn't. Okay, now I've got that one. And then there's this one, which is just such a cluster. I think I'm going to leave it the way that it is because that whole thing, I think, is just going, you know what? You know what? That's an easy fix. Yeah, that's the last thing I want to do right now. This is a little messed up too. I feel like maybe the back some. Not a mansion, it's just a 3-bedroom house. I can show you some mansions. It is designed to look like it spreads out a lot more than it does. But it's a relatively compact house. It's got living area, kitchen, 2 bedrooms on the guest side, and a master suite and garage. That's it. So it's not too big. Oh my god. Why do we have model lines all over the place? This house will probably be right around $125 a square foot, and we're sitting at about $519,000. And that doesn't include the guest house. So what turned out, or what started as me trying to fix the roofs in the DWG, or in the DWF, has turned into me not getting anything done. And just being frustrated about everything. I've got about 15 minutes before I leave for a lunch meeting. Yep. I would love to be able to live in a space like this. But unfortunately, spaces like this require a mind shift, which my family is not ready for. And the only problem that I have with homes like this is that they look really nice, but they're not designed for a site. And if you take the wrong person and put this house on the wrong site with the wrong orientation, you have a disaster of a home. the thing that I find funny about minimalism right now, right, is the amount of detail required to construct this properly is not minimalistic. There would be some ways to construct this in a minimalist fashion. But I guarantee you, in most places, the detail required to achieve these material transitions would put the cost of this house pretty close to about $250,000 to $300,000 in most areas in the United States. Well, it's 11:15. My intern said that she was going to be here soon 3 hours ago. I'm not really sure what's up with that. And honestly, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about it right now. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright, well, with that, I am going to go ahead and end for lunch. Lots of teaching opportunities here, so appreciate you joining me and keeping it interesting, and hope to see you again after my lunch break. Talk to you soon.